So my today's topic of presentation is plaster of Paris and plaster technique. Plaster of Paris is derived from an accident to a house built on a deposit of gypsum near Paris. The house burned down, and when rain fell on the baked mud of the floor, it was noted that footprint in the mud set rock hard. It led to the origination of POP, plaster of Paris. Now POP bandages were first used by Antonius, a Dutch military surgeon, in 1952. If we look at the physiochemical properties of POP, POP is a calcium hydrophosphate in its anhydrous form impregnated in gauze which has been pre-strengthened with starch or dextrose. It is obtained from heating gypsum to 120 degrees Celsius temperature. The hydration of calcium hydrophosphate sulfate convert it from powder form to crystalline form, which give rise to cast. This process of setting and is an exothermic reaction, means heat producing reaction. The reaction is given below. Now POP incorporate 20% of the water it soaks up, the remaining 80% lost during drying. Now what is the setting time? Setting time taken to convert from powder form to crystalline form. This is average 3 to 10 minutes and reduced by high temperature, salt solution, borax solution or addition of resin. Increased by low temperature or sugar solution. Now setting time is 3 times longer at 5 degrees Celsius than at 50 degrees Celsius. So it is longer in cold or chilly some winter season. Now drying time taken for plaster of Paris to convert from crystalline to anhydrous form, influenced by ambient temperature and humidity. The optimum strength is achieved when it is completely dry. Now look at the advantage. Advantage of POP is it is slower setting, infinitely moldable when wet, and it is cheap. Disadvantage is it is heavy, messy, sometimes weakened if cast is wet. If we mold the cast when it is wet, it becomes disturbed. It is not properly fitted. Partially radio opaque. Indication of putting POP are fractures, ligament injuries, reduce dislocation or after reducing dislocation, musculoskeletal infection, deformity correction, post-tender repair, post-operatively to augment internal fixation, and in inflammatory condition like arthritis and synovitis of the joints. Now classification is based on the pattern of application. Now slab, what is slab? Slab is when partial circumference of the limb is covered by plaster of Paris. It is known as slab. Cast when full circumference of the limb is covered with POP. Spica include trunk and one or more limbs. It is known as spica, like hip spica. Brace is splintage, means support, which can allow motion at the adjacent joints. Based on interposition of material, it is classified in unpadded and padded. Unpadded means no material interposed between POP and skin. Sir Charnley recommended its use in treatment of pulleys, scaphoid and bayonet fracture. Padded when interposed material may be stockinette or wool. The picture showing BK slab, below knee slab, hip spica. Rules guiding POP use. POP should be applied by surgeon. This procedure require an assistant. As a guide to appropriate size, in the arm and forearm generally we apply 6 inch, in the wrist 4 inch POP, in the thumb and finger 3 inch, in thigh or lower limbs we generally use 6 to 8 inch POP. Apply plaster of Paris 1 joint above and below. This is the rule. Joints should be immobilized in a functional position. Now padding should be adequate, especially over the bony prominences. Should not be too tight or too loose. Should be of uniform thickness throughout. Check neurovascular status after cast application and do a check X-ray for acceptability of reduction. The surgeon should examine the limb and fracture site, documenting any skin lesion or neurovascular status. Now radiograph should also be reviewed thoroughly to determine fracture pattern. The motion required To adequately reduce the fracture should be rehearsed ahead of commencement of procedure, so there will not be any mistake while applying a plaster. Now indication we have discussed. Material we use is plaster of Paris bandage, casting gloves, water, scissor, padding, sheets, stockinette and adhesive tape. Now fracture is reduced and assistant hold limb in position of function. Stockinette is measured upper limb 2 to 3 inch and lower limb 4 inch wide. Wool padding is applied gently but snugly starting from the distal to proximal with at least 50% overlap between successive turns, extending 2 to 3 cm beyond edges of splint. Padding is applied generally in 2 layers, increase when there are bony prominences or if there is significant swelling. Padding size depends on the position or depends on the area of the limb that is covered. POP application on average 6 to 10 layers of upper limbs in the upper limb and 12 to 16 layers in lower limbs. POP should be dipped completely with both hands into slightly warm water, then brought out and lightly squeezed to get rid of excess water. If slab is to be created, the wet plaster is kept on the flat surface and the hand is run from one end to another end to get rid of any air bubble, so that slab should not be go into brittle mode or the layers to separate when dry. For slab, POP applied and molded onto the limb contour. For cast, POP is applied in distal to proximal with 50% overlap. POP is applied snugly, compressing padding thickness by 50%. The padding is rolled over and the final turns of POP are rolled over it. Now for the POP removal, slab are removed by cutting the bandage, carefully avoiding the nicking of the skin. For cast, we use electric shock, so do not use unless there is wool padding. Do not use over bony prominences. It may cut or damage the skin. Do not use blade if bent, broken or blunt. For removing plaster cast, this is the electric show picture showing electric show machine which is used to cut the plaster. Now aftercare. Check neurovascular status and reduction by check X-ray. Counsel the patient on signs of neurovascular compromise like excessive pain, patient having excessive pain, excessive swelling, bluish or whitish discoloration of digits. Reinforce all cracks and weak areas with more plaster of Paris locally. Limb elevation is very important. It reduces swelling, pain and risk of too tight cast that will compromise the vascularity. Check if the POP is restricting any movement. Ensure that all joints not immobilized by cast have full range of motion, so they should not go into a stiffness mode. Now keep the plaster of Paris dry. Any area of localized pain should be windowed as it may develop, it may cause pressure sore. The patient should be reviewed in 1 to 2 weeks and X-ray done to reaffirm maintenance of reduction. Now look at the complication. First is due to tight cast. Due to tight cast, there could be pain, pressure sore, compartment syndrome and nerve injury, peripheral nerve injury. Due to improper application, there could be plaster blister in the skin. There could be breakage of plaster, cast could be loose. There could be allergic dermatitis, muscle wasting, skin abrasion or laceration can be found. Now alternative to POP with melamine resin or fiberglass POP. Advantage is it is lighter, 3 times stronger than plaster of Paris, impervious to water. It is radiolucent. Now look at the disadvantage. Disadvantage is costly, it is less pliable and require gloves. Thank you.